That is, if I can... this way. Oof. Yeah, I hope that, I keep wanting to call it Clash of Clans. Heroes of the Storm. I hope that comes out sooner rather than later, because that'll be a really good game for us to play, I think.
Oh, yeah. Ugh.
Have you... Oops, I keep wanting to hit M for map. Have you looked through the characters at all anymore?
Well, yeah, I did. When you originally showed me them, I only recognized a couple of them. Mostly just the ones from,
Just maybe StarCraft?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like what they did was it's kind of partially from, like with the Warcraft stuff, it's more from, even though those characters are in WoW, those are really kind of characters from the older games primarily.
Yeah.
Ooh. Can I just move this? Value 1. Cool. I'll put something on that vendor for sale. That'll be fun. So yeah, there's kind of like a paladin character. It's what it seemed like the end was is if there's like a support character, they made kind of like they chose characters that were going to be like melee support, range support, melee offense, ranged offense. And they chose kind of from the existing roster. Kind of reminds me a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom, what they did. Where instead of the characters that everybody wanted, they kind of put in all the characters that they needed. And so, like, there's Diablo, and Uther, which is a paladin, and Raynor, which is like a marine. It's interesting what they did with Raynor, actually.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about mash, mash, mash.
Yeah. Mash. Mash. Mash.
But they,
Mash. Mash.
you tell that bastard keyboard. But they ended up giving him some pretty decent moves. His ultimate's crazy. He calls down a battle cruiser.
Nice.
Yeah, I know, it's like totally not fair. And it just flies off on its own, just obliterating everything. And it's the StarCraft 2 battle cruisers, not the StarCraft 1 battle cruisers. So it's just raining down blaster fire, cannon fire.
Awesome.
And then, like, there'll be two Raynors, and they'll, like, both do theirs at the same time, and nobody can go in that whole area. But I like my keeper, the Grove, a lot. His tranquility is awesome. And, Tyrande is really good. That was the archer girl I was playing. Her ultimate. What was her ultimate? I can't even. Oh, Starfall, which is another older Warcraft move, where it's like, well, stars keep falling, but they look more like giant moon fire stuff, and they just keep falling over and over and over. But it's only in like an area, so everybody just kind of typically moves out of the area. But it's good because if they're like, haha, we're gonna choose this area to engage, and then everybody hits all their buffs and cooldowns and everything and runs in, and you just drop Starfall on that area. And so they either have to fight in the Starfall, which means they're going to take insane damage, or they have to leave the Starfall and lose their huge advantage. So that's pretty cool. Oh, whoops, hello. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But one of her moves I didn't really like, which was she had kind of a hunter's mark move, which increased the damage on somebody, so you could set up really good ganks for it, but it didn't have great range. But she had another move that kind of made up for it, where she would launch a little owl, and it had like full screen range, but it had a really narrow row. But you could like snipe people with that thing, and it gave you visibility, which was a really crazy combination. Oh, insta daytime. Hello.
By the way, how does daytime and nighttime work with Borderlands? Because I got an achievement where it said something like kill like 2,000 people at night.
I have no idea.
Yeah, because I noticed the other day, I don't remember if it was me or if it was both of us, but I was in the plantation area, whatever that's called, and it was nighttime, but I didn't really think about it, and then I got the achievement for killing like 2,000 people at night. I'm like, what the hell? So how often is it night? Like, is daytime like 89 hours long?
It seems to have an idea of its own.
Yeah.
I don't know. No idea. I've wondered that too. Ooh, what's this? Garlic! I found garlic! Holy crap, Bob!
No, Bobby found garlic. What do you use garlic for, other than garlic bread?
Well, I can cast heal spells with it. If I can find some mandrake. Since they changed how the spells work. Or they changed the region requirements.
Does it consume the garlic?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep, that's how it works in this franchise, I guess I should say.
Everything consumes everything?
There will be some small stuff that doesn't consume anything, but all the bigger stuff, yeah, it requires regions, which are just kind of, think of them like casting materials. And that's to keep everybody from running around being like uber powerful casters for free and stomping all over everybody else. So imagine if like all the spells that like Pinkerton had to cast. Imagine if some of the stronger ones
The stronger ones?
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like
Consume
Deathfield.
garlic.
Yeah, or like Life Leech.
Yeah.
And Crushing Darkness, like the big non-instant ones.
Yeah.
Those would all cast regions. It would keep people would have to actually be a little bit smarter. They'd have to be a lot smarter, or they'd be broke. One or the other. So, Or if, I'm trying to think. Or if, like, imagine if troopers only had, like 6, 7 spare battery packs on them, and they had to, like, run back and recharge
shit.
their...
Hmm?
They had to,
A
like,
lot of shit.
that is good.
Mail?
Mail call. But, that's... It'd be that kind of thing, like where resources would actually be a thing instead of a... Well, I mean, are there even resources in... Oh, I guess stems and stuff.
Yeah.
It would be like if everything was like stems and grenades.
Well, then I'd be a healer in our PvP match right now, our PvP arena, and then that we didn't queue for, and then be like, oh, well, I won't be healing this match. I forgot all my garlic back
Well,
in
yeah.
my bag.
And in WoW, that used to happen all the time. People would zone into dungeons, and like all their regions were... They eventually got rid of it because they made the game too casual. But but part of the problem is some things required resources and some things didn't. So all the archers were going broke PvPing. Meanwhile, like all the mages were fine because almost nothing PvP wise required anything. But then, like the warlocks had to make soul stones, which meant in between PvP matches they had to go farm mobs that were their level and do these little soul leech things to go get soul shards. Otherwise, they would end up PvPing without being able to cast several of their moves. And so, instead of just making everybody take resources, which I think would have been hilarious, they got rid of pretty much all of them. But yeah, so this game goes back to that. And it has the interesting side effect of making almost everybody melee characters. Which is actually, I think, kind of cool. Because that's how I imagine it would be anyway. Most people would just walk around with a club and bonk each other, probably. A club and a trash can lid. And
I'm assuming the archers then, of course, would...
Yeah, they require arrows in this game.
Yeah.
On the black sheep guild in my LOA.
Ah, that's awesome. There was like a Exiles of Black Sheep or something on Imp side I found last night too. I'm like, that's funny.
Pamela J.
Ew.
Blech.
Blech. What?
So, I remember you talk about, like, eventually or very quickly your hammer breaks.
Yep.
So how long till your bow and arrow breaks?
I haven't checked the durability of them, but I assume that they've got relatively the same durability. But once you start making money, if you really like your bow, you just buy repair kits. And then soon people should be able to start repairing their own stuff.
Yeah, but I'm confused. So I get like a hammer would break if you're smashing it on someone's face, but how's the bow and arrow gonna break? Like you're
Wear and
stringing it too
tear.
many times?
Yeah, just wear and tear.
In combat, like if you're not being attacked, but you're shooting someone.
Well, I mean, everything's got wear and tear. You can't shoot a bow forever. The string, either
but-
the string wears out or...
Yeah, but you talk about your hammer breaking like 20 seconds into combat. Or losing durability quickly.
Well, part of that's because I die, and you get durability reduction when you die. But otherwise, I just smash lots of stuff, and so it's always running. I just go find the mobs. In fact, I'll have to do that probably tonight or tomorrow, where I gotta go kill some more kobolds and take their hammers. But I don't know. If one was at full durability and I didn't die, it would probably last me a couple hours. And I could, I just farmed about 150, 160 gold. I think that's enough to buy me a repair kit or two, which would be enough for me to repair, not counting all the swords that I have. So, I mean, you could just buy repair kits and repair. Maybe every couple hours or something. But I'm hoping later things end up with more durability or self-repairing or whatever, so there's not a big issue. But on the other hand, if you never really get hit by anything, then at least your armor won't be taking tons of damage. But yeah, I think every couple hits that you do, it just knocks down durability by -1. Does that answer your question?
I guess so.
C and doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm not sure if anybody, so I don't even know how I'd be. It's kind of like you gotta go buy a new one at that point or make a new one.
Well, yeah, basically, you win, they don't. I always imagine when you die, and they walk over you and rip part of your chest piece and step on the hilt of your lightsaber and something like that, and then it's oh well, gotta go repair that now. And then if you win, then they're dead, and nothing happens, and nothing ever gets wear and tear because Musco said no wear and tear.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, actually, it seems like there's a little bit of wear and tear, but it doesn't stack because you always notice you go to the freaking vendor and you always have a teeny bit that you have to repair. It's 1% of
from
all
the womp
all the
rat
stuff
chewing on your arm.
Yeah. So I feel like that's their excuse for tear. That's their idea of wear and tear.
Yeah.
But it doesn't stack.
Yeah, the only thing that causes any real wear and tear in that game is dying in ops over and over and over and over.
Yeah. In fact, even falling off a cliff, if you're in combat, then percent of the time it gives you a little bit of damage. But if you're not, then usually damage you. Because every time that we would go to the Lancers dueling area, then we'd rack up 5k every time we try to go there.
I know, we'd all be broke.
You'd have to put the vendor down there instead.
Yep, we would all be broke. So I sold the swords and the corpse wax and the ectoplasmic residue and made a corpse wax is worth a fortune for some reason. I don't know
Corpse
why.
wax?
I don't know. It's what spawns on the skeletons.
Ew.
And so I made another
Heck.
176 golds. So that's enough to buy, let's see. Oops.
So from the ear of a skeleton or a
Yes.
corpse?
So that's enough for me to buy, where are those little repair things? Oh, does this guy not have any repair kits? Blah. Oh, I have to run up to the blacksmith guy, that's right. But, yeah, so that actually made me quite a bit of money, so that's cool. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Let's see, does this guy have any bows for sale?
What are you playing?
Shroud of the Avatar.
Blue people, Chinese people.
What?
What's Shroud the Avatar all about?
It's a role-playing MMO fantasy setting. You just craft stuff and kill mobs and trade with people and then craft more stuff. And then you trade with people some more. It's like a giant sandbox. There's a quest and a story and stuff too, but I don't know how many people actually do that because most people seem to be running around doing the same thing I'm doing. Which is killing stuff and trading and selling and crafting. Because that's what most people do with these type of games. They don't really sit there and grind for any specific...
Per pack.
Yeah. They don't really grind for any specific reason other than to get better. So like I spend most of my time going and getting leather, but that time I got attacked by some skeletons, and so since that opened up a little private area for me that nobody can go and bug me, I just ran around the area in circles for about 20 minutes, killing all the skeletons and looking for herbs and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then I watch me for some reason. So I just run around and record it, and Estino asks questions, and I keep running into people from the old version of this that I used to play, and because all the people from that game, Ultima Online, came over to this game because there was so much shenanigans from EA way back when. So everyone looks to be playing this now. That's vastly different from TO. It's more of like an older style of RPG where doing everything actually takes a really long time. And gathering resources is a little bit more of a chore, but also a lot more rewarding. And you're typically only fighting one mob at a time. Hopefully. Fighting two mobs at a time can be really problematic, so you have to be really strategic. And it's usually almost always in your best interest to travel with another person, but then you gotta make sure that they're not gonna screw you somehow. So it's up to people to make pretty good relationships so they don't get screwed by everybody. Because if you wanted to screw somebody in this game, it would be pretty easy to. You could be a real bastard. Unlike in TOR, where, I mean, the worst you can do is yell at somebody. That's about it. But in this game, you could steal all their crap if you wanted. Oh crap, I pulled two bears. Instead of having a fixed rotation, this game has a random rotation where all your moves pop up randomly generated, and you can decide which ones you want to do. Which is pretty neat. It makes the combat not as monotonous as doing the same rotation over and over and over again for years until they decide to change what the rotation is. Every time I fight a mob, my rotation's different. Now, there are combinations in this game that you could do to chain and make more powerful attacks, but I haven't learned how to do that yet. Well, I mean, I could learn how to do it, I just don't want to. But when I need to do more damage, that's what I'll learn. So you could have a powerful combo, theoretically. I think one of the standout things is if you wanted to only be a crafter in this game and no combat, you could actually do it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of people are into that. That's always been one of the big highlights about this game. Well, this and Ultima Online is that you were never forced into anything. And you can make any hybrid of anything that you want. You could be a sword fighter, spellcaster, archer, necromancer, paladin, spearman, or whatever the hell. Pretty much anything you can come up with you could do in this game. There's the only real rule is that there's an upper limit of skill points, which I have no idea what that even is at. Oh crap, I have freaking crafting points I haven't spent. Better go do that soon. I'll do that after this run. Okay. So I just keep killing bears and wolves over and over and over again and collecting leather so I can make more armor for myself. And then once I have a full armor suit, I will just start selling the armor for tons of money. Because the vendors, the NPCs in this game, don't really sell very good armor. All the best armor is made by people. Oh my goodness. Oh, yep, my hammer's at like 1 durability, so that's not good. Ah, the bear's ignoring me. Don't ignore me, Mr. Bear. I'm wondering, as I level up, if the animals start to be scared of me.
Maybe.
I've been wondering that.
Skirtimals.
Yeah. Well, it is time to go get some more hammers because I only have a couple left. So I'll see how I do against these kobolds over here. Oh. This bear wants a piece of me. Do, 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 do. Rawr.
Right back.
Alright. Is it this way? I think it's this way. Do 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 do. Dang it. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna find any scavenging materials on the ground. I'm wondering if that stuff doesn't even spawn in the first area. Damn, that's a lot of spiders. That is a lot of spiders. Aw, damn it, you little bastards. Oh. Crap.
Oh no.
What?
I got kicked out of the war zone.
Really?
Yeah.
Bastards?
Fuck. Be right back in.
This sucks. See, I want to be able to run away and look behind me, which I can't do. Because I can't change the camera.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
I
I
don't
ended
know.
up getting a B on my trig exam.
Oh, hell
So
yeah.
I got a B in the class, which means I still have a 3.7 GPA.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it.
So I'm still eligible for like every scholarship.
That is good. All your hard work is paying off.
Who's Buff Mert said he left a message for you on one of your YouTube channels.
Oh, I know.
What do you say?
I.
Because he asked if I was you, and I said no.
He's such a fucking
And then
idiot.
he's like, "Well, can you convey a message to Samus for me?" And I was like, "Okay," and then I never heard anything more.
Well, from now on, don't convey any messages.
Well, I didn't convey any messages.
Oh, yeah.
I just never heard like the whole half of his story.
Well, I delete his messages without reading them because I really don't care what he has to say. So, yeah. That's why I have him on ignore, because I don't want to hear it. He has nothing to say that I would ever want to hear, so if he says anything to you, I don't care. Does that sound?
About police buff?
Yeah. Yeah, him and Captain... Oh, I think I told you already. Him and Captain
Oh, yeah.
Jamaica both were posting shit on my YouTube channel, but I just delete that stuff without reading it. I don't I don't care. He's an absolutely valueless human being. He brings nothing of value to humanity. So
Occasionally comedy. Or humor, rather. Wouldn't call it comedy, I'd call it humor.
Played with Junior Monk for a while today.
yeah, he's been on. He said there's some big secret coming.
Some secret.
Yeah, isn't that what he said last night, Estino?
Oh yeah, he said some big secret.
Some big
I said, so, you're in
That's
sponsored now, I
Twilight
said.
and Tants.
I know.
Yes, that's the secret. Maybe he's changing. Maybe he's no longer going to be a male Twi'lek. Huh?
Good, because
Huh?
I think in the next expansion we'll be able to put chains on them and drag them around against their will. So hopefully, not just the male ones. So hopefully, he has the sense to change.
Hopefully, but no.
I know you would still do it, weirdo. I think the big secret's going to be that there's going to be a guild that he's going to create called like a big secret, and then everyone's going to be like, Junior Monk, you're so funny. And then everyone will go back to what they're doing. No? You don't? What do you think the big secret is, Estino? Nope, nothing. The end. The end.
He's gone.
Yep, he's gone again. His attention spans very short.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I rip up these kobold bandits now.
Hello?
Oh hey, you're back.
Oh, okay, so that makes sense. So, when you open Star Wars, then you can't actually say anything.
You didn't know that?
Never happened to me before.
Oh yeah, I'm level 14. Yay! Level 14, level 14. Is there a dance I can do?
Do the level 14 dance.
I am. I'm doing the level 14 dance, which looks kind of like the river dance. Or square dancing. I'm not sure which. Now I definitely have got to go and level up, because I got freaking 18 adventure points that I haven't spent. That need to get spent on adventuring stuff. What kind of adventuring stuff? I think
Good kind.
focus. That sounds good. That must be Curie's. No, that's Estino's computer. Did your Star Wars crash?
It hasn't crashed
It's
yet.
like a dying hard drive.
Yeah, it does actually, but thankfully that's not his hard drive. That's his computer speakers.
Yeah. I think that's, TOR, since I just clicked yes and then... Oh, no, it wants to go. Okay, I thought it died.
I'm sure if you hammer that a couple hundred more times. No, don't. Stop it. Stop it.
Well, I'm just pressing T to talk, so...
Oh. I think you got my character stuck in combat, Estino. No,
Okay,
there we go.
It's done.
Wow,
Oh, yeah.
I got out of combat right at the same time as you said that.
Weird.
Wow. Maybe this game does have something to do with TOR
And my computer.
and your computer.
And my internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Where do we go now? Where do we go? Give me a freaking hammer with some durability, you little bastards. Man, there's a lot of them in there. Ugh. I'm gonna go around.
So, by the way, I probably already asked this, but what is like the, if there is, which I'm assuming there is, what is the campaign are based around? Like, what is it?
There is one,
That's good. That's a start.
but I haven't started it. I haven't even
Wait.
done the first quest in the game yet.
So you can do that. Well, that's good. That's fun. That's good.
I thought people stopped caring about stories about 15 years ago. They just put one in there sometimes to... Oh, I found something.
because I was 1 year old and I'm like, oh, story time. Give me a break. I'm going to go somewhere else.
You were?
I was 15 years ago. Yes.
Well, that was probably when it happened. I think that's about right.
Probably.
Yeah. So anyway,
Exactly.
does that answer your question then?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Kind of. It answers it enough for now.
Yeah, there's like
Till I
a...
get curious again.
Well, just don't get bi-curious.
Bi-curious.
Yep. Because that would be bad.
Hmm.
I mean, it'd be
Oh.
totally okay. We'd be tolerant of it and everything, but I can't answer any of those questions for you, so I guess in that regard it would be bad.
Okay.
Never mind.
What?
Nothing. Don't go look it up.
I think I know what you mean, but that's weird that you would...
Well, you said curious, so...
And that's where you go with curious.
Well, yeah, the next step up from curious is bi-curious, isn't it? I don't make these things up. It's just the way it is. No?
No, I go with Curious George. Unless, of course, you
Well,
go
Curious
with
George
by
was a
Curious
whole-
George.
Curious George
Goes
was a whole...
bananas.
Yeah, he's the curious little monkey. Curious George, the curious little monkey.
He's after a man in the yellow hat.
Yeah.
So he's bi for that? Whatever? For,
Well, the whole show is just a giant metaphor for bi-curiosity.
Written in French.
The man and his monkey. No, you don't get it?
if I do, I don't want to.
That's okay. It's alright. But no, apparently there is a 40-hour long campaign in here somewhere. Should people want to ignore the fact that it's just a giant sandbox and you can do whatever the hell you want. Yes, one with 104 durability. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh shit. Stuck in combat anyway. Damn it. Boosh, 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 boosh. But yeah, there's a story if you're into some kind of story. Like, if you have to have that sort of thing. I believe that if you start with a story, you should finish the story. Cough, T-O-R. Cough, cough. But I think the strongest stories in game... Ooh, that one had good durability too. The strongest stories, I think, are the ones that people make up themselves.
True.
But then the problem with that, too, is that TOR doesn't really allow that either. So, fuck you. Fuck you, game.
Fuck you. Wow.
So, damn.
Damn it.
Damn it. Damn it, Bobby.
Might not be playing along tonight.
Did you watch Star Trek?
I watched half of it.
All right. What do you think?
What's the Kirky
Looked cool.
report?
Yeah. It's
Definitely looked cool.
It's like Q, but in the original series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little bastard version of him. I mean, Q's already a bastard, but Trillian's like a super bastard. You've never seen that episode before?
I didn't really remember it. No.
Okay. Well, then it'll be a good surprise for you how it ends.
I did not get to the biplane.
Maybe that's a different
It
episode.
was all like Napoleonic type stuff.
Yeah, he's kind of full of himself. Little man syndrome. Maybe the biplane thing was from a different Trillane episode or something. Because there was also one for the PC. Maybe that's the one where you had to fight a biplane. I can't remember. It all just blends together in my head. How am I supposed to find garlic when it doesn't sparkle? All the grass looks the same.
God damn. Just got burned down twice. Cannot play ranks right now.
Yeah. Who's
Don't have it in me.
Who's playing?
Nobody good. I just don't have it in me right now.
Yeah.
I just lost to a team I would normally beat. Sanitize.
The Grim and Twisted.
Grim and Twisted.
I can usually take out anybody in Grim. Almost always.
Me too.
Yeah. Except for Foxinelli. That guy's tanky as hell. As hail.
Hail. I'm gonna go level up some of my stuff now. It's gonna be awesome. And I'm gonna sell some of my stuff, which is gonna be awesome. Oh yeah, garlic is down to 20 per. That's cool. For some reason, garlic was like 200 per, and I was like, oh, there's no way.
What game are you playing?
Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar.
What is it exactly?
It's like a action RPG MMO. Did you ever play like Skyrim or Dragon Age or any of those other Witcher or...
No.
Me either. But everyone tells me that it's like those. You run around and you smack stuff, and then you train, and then you smack stuff some more, and you just keep doing it.
It's like a lot of games.
Yep, except this one's more fun.
It looks like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, if it was like a 3D Oh, that's right, because there was a Dungeons and Dragons, or there is, or was a Dungeons and Dragons MMO, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I actually had a couple friends that really liked that game.
It looks the same.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. Or maybe Lord of the Rings Online a little bit.
No, that game is... that game isn't anything. That's just terrible.
Oh.
I played it. I did not like it. I played it for all of 27 minutes.
Yeah, Pear said the same thing. She couldn't stand that game.
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know. His movements were
The
really
controls.
weird. Yeah, controls were weird. Combat was stupid. I think the story didn't even really make sense to me. So, yeah. What was the new Lord of the Rings game that came out?
Shroud of the
Ring.
Shroud of the angry wispy guy.
Yeah.
Shroud of the misty angry ghoul guy. What were those things called? Wraith. Wraith. Shadow of the Shroud Wraith.
Shroud of the Shadow Shroud.
Wraith. There was Wraith in there somewhere.
Somewhere.
But all that game is Batman
Wow.
Arkham with but Lord of the Rings stuff instead. No, it's not like WoW really. It's more like, yeah, I guess like Dungeons and Dragons maybe. Tactics. No. No, focus, not tactics.
Motherfucker.
Nope. Allows you to lock glyphs in your hand. Yay. Put a point in that. Crap, I can't remember what else I was
I'm
gonna
watching
put.
a guy play the original Castlevania right now.
That's good.
He's doing pretty terrible.
Yep. They should make a Castlevania MMO.
Yeah, he should.
And a Zelda MMO. But I think a Castlevania MMO might be better than a Zelda MMO.
Pokemon MMO.
That would destroy all other games if they made one of those. It would be so imbalanced though, because the Generation 1 would just obliterate all the other
All
generations.
female players.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, guys don't play Pokemon. Strictly girls.
Strictly.
Strictly only girls. And when I'm at the
And-
grocery store, it's always 10-year-old girls playing Pokemon, not 10-year-old boys.
And when I finish a tennis practice, I look over on the bench and there's not 3 little boys there. There's 3 little girls.
I know. And
playing
when I-
either Pokemon or Mario.
Mario Kart. Yeah. Usually they
And-
just carry both, just in case.
Yeah, when they go to tennis, they make sure to carry both.
You have to, because you
Yeah,
don't
the
frickin'...
boomerang was so badass. Oh, I forgot about breaking the blocks out in the walls if you're lit. Oh, I know this game.
Oh, yeah. I was a huge Castlevania fan, although I like Castlevania 2 better than Castlevania 1. But Castlevania 1 was really good. Increased chance of successfully harvesting foraging. No, increase. I don't want to spend a lot of points in that, but I want to be able to at least see the damn things. How does survey distance work? Ugh.
Nobody knows.
I know. Nobody knows except for the developers, and they're not telling anybody. Okay, you still can't put any points into that. Okay. Something like that. Okay. Adventuring. Shit. Maybe shield. Maybe I'll put more points into shield. Ooh. There we go.
Kid Icarus. What?
Increase the shield move effect. I wonder what that means. Ooh, shield durability. That's cool. Oh, hell yeah. Sweet. I'm gonna be tanky some bitch. Oh, damn it, it's nighttime now. I can't see anything.
Yeah, Kid Icarus is pretty badass, huh?
It's a great game, but I wasn't a huge fan of it. But yeah, it was probably one of the most technologically advanced games for the Nintendo. But I don't know. If I had to choose like one, if I could only ever play like one Nintendo game again for the dawn of time, or till the end of time, I hate to say it would probably be. It's kind of a cop out.
No, not really. It's a
But
good game.
yeah, it's a good game. Mario 3 is good. I'm trying to think of games that are like friendly enough to where it wouldn't drive me completely insane.
This NES?
Yeah, like if I just had to, if they could
Sounds-
fix the flashy bit.
Or Zelda?
Well, yeah, I guess though I've played Zelda so many times that I'm not sure how many more times. Maybe Zelda 2? Because I haven't played through Zelda 2 quite as many times as Zelda 1. And Zelda 2 is a freaking huge ass game. And you get to fight the KKK, which is pretty cool. But,
Oh, here's a commercial for Super Mario 3. Wow.
maybe it would be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Yeah.
2.
Simpsons.
Simpsons arcade game wasn't on the Nintendo.
Genesis, I guess.
I don't think it was on the Genesis either. It
Yeah,
didn't come
it
out
had
on
to
a...
been on Genesis.
It didn't come out on a console until freaking Xbox, and then Xbox 360.
That
and
was
then
out before that.
on a console? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Not the
definitely.
arcade game. Not the arcade game.
Yeah.
No.
Bart's Nightmare, The Simpsons Bart vs. Space Mutants, that was a good one.
Yeah, but none of those are the arcade game.
The Simpsons Bart's Nightmare.
I still think the best side-scrolling beat-em-up was X-Men, because I think it was 6 players. There was a 6-player version that was really good.
Well, it's just 4 players, I think.
There was a 6-player dual-screen version that was insane. Same game, but had 6 controllers instead of 4. And then there were 2 really good Dungeons and Dragons side-scrolling beat-em-ups. And those actually ended up coming out for the Xbox. Also, so did X-Men and Simpsons. And Ninja Turtles. But the Dungeons and Dragons ones were too freaking expensive. I never bought them. But they came out with a dual thing where they released both of them at the same time, and it's pretty cool. You could save your character and stuff. But if you've never...
So I gotta go.
Oh, okay,
See
cool.
you guys a little later.
Yep, see you. If you like side-scrolling beat-em-ups, you gotta check out the... You gotta check out the Dungeons and Dragons side-scrolling beat-em-ups. Those are awesome. Well, I'm gonna go AFK for a little bit too. I'm really hungry.
What's that, man?
I'm gonna go AFK too. I'm really hungry.
Okay, man. Yeah,
So-
I'm finishing eating right now.
Well, you are lucky.
Oh yeah, man. Peace.
Yep, peace.